What is going on? How's it going? Welcome back to episode 14 of the Let's Play series, and today I'm going to start off with some caving. So do the usual, tell me in the comments how many diamonds am I going to get. I'm not setting a timeline on this session because I'm really looking for a skelly spawner. Okay, so we are back at the swamp biome, and okay, so I added the staircases and the roof looks way better. I've been keeping up on harvesting it, but this is what we got. Boom, right there. So this is what I got. No diamonds, dang it. And I have not started smelting everything yet, but this is the pick that I was using. I forgot to tell you. Caving was really hard. It was really bad in some spots with all the skellies. I didn't die, but it was just rough. Today, we're going to continue the building of this farm. I cleared out a little bit, but then I kind of stopped. Like, I don't know. I thought it was going to be more work. Oh, I kind of need a pickaxe for this, don't I? Okay, so I kind of stopped working on it because, I don't know, I just didn't really know what I had to dig out. I thought I knew more than what I actually really knew, you know? We are going to start making this build finally, and so what I'm thinking is maybe some stone brick flooring? I don't know, something a little different, and I do know this. I want to make a staircase, you know, like stepping up to the thing. I think like that. No, I mean, that's really not much, is it? But anyways, I have a bunch of dirt to put in here, and then I'm thinking the build will be wooden, because looking around here, that's diorite. That building could largely be classified as like stone. We haven't really done a wood building other than that, but that's more like a shed, I think. Okay, so I think this build will be one story. It's going to be solid. You know, there's not just giant open spots to walk in and out. And quite honestly, I don't have way too much of a plan for this build. Maybe we could do something with these kind of like inlets popping in on the build. I can already tell you that this is going to have to change to something else, and I want the build to be taller. I hope I harvested enough wood for all of this. You know what? No, this is not working. Perhaps we could make this like a bakery. That would be really nice, kind of creative of an idea. I mean, I'm not baking bread in it, but it's just a bakery. It's just an idea, okay? It's not actually a bakery. Love the shovel. Love that. That's very nice. And then back here is where the build will end. Hopefully we'll have room for storing something up front. Maybe we'll make like a little pop out in the wall here or on the other side. But I think going back to here is what's going to be enough. I hope. So now we got to do a little figuring out of stuff, because this is going to be a redstone build, which means we're going to have water harvesting the crops. So I have to figure out how the water will flow. And to do that, I think we just kind of spam a bunch of dirt in here and then put water in this, and it'll just, nope, doesn't work like that. Okay, I guess to here is how far the farms go, right? But why is... Why didn't I think of this? This is a lot more simple. We'll just put railings on this thing and see how this works. I'm trying to figure out how, like, where to put the farm dividers. Like boom, the farm goes down a layer here. Complete change of plans. We will probably remove this whole hill and make this a structure. Like, forget the hill idea, because this is going to be big. It is going to go all the way back here. We're going to have the pistons go along here like this, I suppose, or no. We're going to have the pistons go like that. The water will sit back in here, and then we'll flick the lever down, and there will be 2 layers of the farm, right? But that's pretty big of a build, so might as well make it a full building. Alright, so the farms will come all the way out to here, which leaves a pretty decent amount of space in between, you know, all the planting area and then our kind of entrance spot. But I'm okay with that because the walls are going to be like that, so that kind of shrinks it down already. I don't know. But anyways, the build is going to be different. Oh, I messed up right there. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, I've got some work to do. So what I think we'll do first is put the pistons in, get that all hooked up. Then we'll start worrying about the cosmetics of the build, because I know that's going to take quite some time to do all the cosmetics. That's going to be a lot of off-camera stuff. So I would much rather get the redstone in first, because I know exactly what I'm doing with that stuff. Okay, so do I have everything I need? I think so. I think this is everything we need to put the redstone in. One more repeater for good measure. Okay, so redstone, here we go. We're gonna put all the pistons like this, just aiming up. We'll make a way to get back behind the pistons like this. How sneaky. Oh, my pick is about to go. Oh no, I didn't even realize that. I guess I'll enchant an iron one after this. Okay, so pistons are in. Now we need to go behind here, and we're gonna wire this up. So the redstone wiring should be easy, as this will just hook a wire up to the back of every block with a piston. Then we'll just go over here with the wiring. Let's see if this works. I'm just gonna wire it to that generic spot, and then we'll put a lever, and hopefully it works. Okay, boom, it works. Now we're gonna hide the wiring and put it in the correct spots a bit later. First, I wanna figure out what the heck I'm doing with the walls of the build, the whole build in general. I don't know, I'm gonna need a better pick though, so let's see, where's my other ones? I've been trying to keep all of my other old used diamond picks, just because, I don't know, we could keep them, maybe combine them to other picks later, who knows. But anyways, let's see, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, amazing work pick, thank you very much. Now I'm gonna go figure out what's going on with this build. Okay, I have done quite a bit more off-camera work than I normally would, but look at this. So, we got a lot going on here, a lot of changes, a full inventory of stone and other junk, bunch of furnaces, but anyways, the build, you guys, this is what's going on inside. So, the interior is a big experiment. I'm doing a lot of stuff that I haven't really ever done, like patterns like this on the roof. You flick the lever, and then the water goes and harvests to here. Maybe a line of hoppers will become a thing in here with the central chest. Don't know if that's really necessary though, because sometimes with the hoppers you kind of gotta wait a minute for everything to get there, so it might be faster to just skip the hoppers. But anyways, that's what's going on in here. And then upstairs here, I am planning on a second story, and so the floor is gonna sit on this level of this birch thing, and then they're gonna have little like window thingies up here. I think that would be kind of cool. It'll be a bit of a narrow attic room in there, but it'll be kind of cool. It's just another nice little thing to add. I don't think I have ever really done these things though. These are a big experiment. I think I have it figured out so far. I just wanted to show you that this is a massive progress update. Quite a massive one. Goodbye, hill. Okay, another massive progress update. Look at this, you guys. The build is coming way together, and I am sorry, I have been getting carried away off camera today and just grinding out on this build. Look at what I have going on. I have the two, rooms, and then there's the other side, or like that, and then I massively terraformed this hill. As you can tell, it's gone, but not 100%. To start this off, this is what I'm thinking. We will do birch in here. It's different. It's different. I haven't used birch at all, I think, in this world yet, or at least like maybe, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong there, but we'll do a birch flooring, just kind of basic. Birch used to be one of my favorite types of wood, but I just kind of haven't been really using it. If we had jungle wood, I would so be going jungle wood right now, but we don't have any of that. So what this is the new wiring. If I break that, oh, no, I broke my torch, but that's okay, because what's going on here is we have a simple wire just ran straight back, and then I just had a torch, so I could put the lever on the floor. Ideally, I would love to have it on a block, but I can't do that. This is where the torch goes like that, turns the circuit on, and then let's see, maybe we'll put, let's put, maybe a birch block? A birch block like that, I guess, to signify the lever. I don't like it much on the floor, but I mean, what can you really do about it? We'll have it like uh-oh. Okay, my bad. I believe I did have it like this. Not how I was showing you guys. The torch goes right there, and then the lever can sit right here. It controls the whole, you see the pistons up there going up and down. You can't hear them because we're so far from it. But yeah, that's where the torch goes if you're trying to copy the design. On the side of this block, not on the floor. So we're going to need glass on all these windows. Probably is going to be stained black. But this room is pretty much done, other than for me to till all the floors. So let me do that really quick. Now for lighting in this room, I kind of don't have any clue whatsoever. I'm thinking we're gonna have to hang the lighting from these beams. I don't know. I need to get lighting in here though, because I'm getting spawns in here. When I leave this area and come back, there's always either a zombie, a skelly, or a creeper, or something in here. Thankfully I haven't ruined anything yet. I believe I have settled the lighting issue. It's kind of obstructive, like it's like all over the place, but it's lighting, it'll work. What I'm gonna do though, you guys, is I have one potato. I will plant this potato. This is the one we found from, I think it was a village. It was a village that we found it from. And yeah, I'm just gonna plant that as well. All planted. I'm thinking this for the back roof over there. It doesn't have anything. And so this is what I was thinking. Maybe we'll have, the roof or the floor raise up over here and we'll do this or something. The attic up here, like the more that I think about it, will probably not be used for too much. Initially, I had kind of thought about maybe, we could put like a whole nother farm up here, but that's not gonna happen. There is not enough room for another farm up here. Seeing as this is simply an attic and I will likely not be using it, this is sufficient to me. It's kind of very random, and it's using the same block as the floor, as the ceiling is below, which usually that's a big no-no for me, but today I'm alright with it. This works. I don't really have intentions for anything up here other than maybe some extra storage. Big maybe, but it's good for now. It suits our purposes. So down here, we just need to add a chest and a crafting table, and then I think maybe a furnace, and then we're pretty much done, you guys. Might as well get a little fancy for the chests. I guess we just, yeah, because that won't be able to open. Here we go. That'll work for chests. I think we'll only keep 2 chests in here for the time being. I don't know how stocked up it'll really get in this building. I'll probably, take the stuff as I get it and move it to another building, or just put it somewhere else, or who knows. But there we go. We'll put the door like that. I know we can see a little bit of that birch wood. Let's fix that. Okay, so I think that's, oh wait, one more thing. The glass. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do it like this. We'll have that little opening. I think the opening's okay. We'll get that giant overgrown plant look going on, like there's just a mass of bushes growing over, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. Who knows if I'll keep that there. That's a little much in my opinion, but there we go. That looks a little bit better, and that is all we're doing today. So today's episode was a bit longer, I do think. I never really know until after the fact when I'm editing them. I know the last few episodes were a little shorter, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I sure did. This is an amazing build. I would say another very nice building in here. So thank you for watching. Hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.